Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is August 19th, 2011. It is Friday, the end of the trading week, and it has been a wild week at that. This is also the end of options expiration. Options will expire this afternoon. Let's get right into the charts here. Very, very important. Again, the markets are under tremendous pressure this morning. They have come off the lows a little bit, but nonetheless, still down pretty sizable here, down 11 and a half, 12 points on the S&P 500 E-mini futures, down to 1132 per contract. Now, here's the interesting part about the decline. Yesterday, you had a bloodbath of a market. We saw it really right from the opening bell. The market sold off sharply into the 10 o'clock time frame and then really never recovered from there. And it was just an ugly, broad-based decline, and we're getting more of the same today. Now, here's what you got to watch for. This is where it gets a little bit tricky in this market. The dollar index, U.S. dollar index, is down sharply as well. So you can see here as the dollar topped out. Let me just get my clock up here. Right around 7 o'clock, 6:40 this morning, the S&P 500 E-mini futures have caught a little bit of a bid the same time. So they've caught a little bit of a bid off the low. Now, I'm not sure that a weaker dollar is really going to prop these markets up that much on a Friday. We're going to have to really take it 1 minute, really one bar at a time in this market. Sometimes each move and each 10-minute candle could be 5 to 10 points. So this is a very, very dangerous and volatile market, especially for amateur traders or novice traders. It's tough for me, and I've been doing this, nearly 20 years. So just realize that this market is very, very tough right now. Now, a lot of people just want to jump on the short side and ride it down, and that's fine. But we are severely overbought at this point, and it makes it a little bit tough to do. So you have to watch out. The other factor that you have to watch for on a day like today is what kind of news are they going to come out of, spring out of Europe or spring out of the U.S., or is Ben Bernanke going to say something? What's going to happen? What are they going to do to prop these markets up? This is a Friday going into a weekend, and we're very, very close to the Labor Day holiday now as well, where people will spend money. Will the institutions try to prop this market up going into that holiday? That's what we have to look for. Now, right now, I have to think who would want to hold this market over the weekend, so we could see more selling. But what you have to watch out for is the economic data or some news that's going to come out to try and shock the markets back to life. And I'm not sure if that's going to be able to help much, but again, there may be attempts there, and you have to be on guard against that. So if you are short, you ride down your position and you hold steady with the stop in place. But this is going to be a very, very volatile market throughout the entire session. Now, let's take a look at GLD. GLD has had a very, very good move today. Let me just get my GLD chart up. This morning, you'll see gold is surging. If you look at spot gold this morning, spot gold was up about 40 points earlier, pulling back a little bit here. But nonetheless, GLD is making new highs, closed at 177.72. Stock is trading at 180.33. Gold mining stocks are also higher today. GDX is catching a pretty good bid. So yesterday, the GDX closed at 59.76. Today, it's trading $60.75. And, a lot of the gold mining names are moving sharply higher as well. You can see Newmont Mining trading up. Let's take a look at Rand Gold trading sharply higher. These stocks are all surging this morning. Now, is there going to be a lot left in the tank for them once the opening bell comes? Perhaps. Perhaps there will be. But be cautious with the gold mining stocks. Gold has been on a tremendous tear higher. It's been a fantastic move, but it is so extended, so overdone without any kind of reasonable pullback. You got to guard against, margin increases that are sure to come. You also have to guard against any type of short-term pullback from these levels. Now, gold continues to be the safe haven trade. It is really the only true currency in the world, and that's what the market's telling you at this time. So again, gold mining stocks, gold stocks, they're all doing well. Other stocks that are doing well today are this little CLWR This Clearwire, excuse me. This is getting a bid on some news from Sprint. So again, looks like Sprint is going to do a deal here, and we'll see how that plays out. I don't really see all that much there. This stock still has a ton of resistance around $3.40 if it does get up there. I'm not even sure it will, but just in case it does. Let's take a look at Hewlett Packard, which had news yesterday, sent the stock sharply higher, and since that time, you can see that big spike yesterday afternoon. The stock has plummeted, now trading around $24 a share, closed at $29.51 yesterday. Hewlett Packard is getting slaughtered this morning, literally slaughtered. So this stock, I would just avoid it at this point. In this economic environment, you really don't want to do much there. On any other time, we'd probably look to nibble on this thing, but just being in the economic climate that we are in, it makes it very difficult right now. Hewlett Packard has good support around the 25 level, but you can see it's actually trading below there now. So be very careful on all of these stocks, especially the ones that are in the news. If you have bad news right now, your stock is getting rocked. It's going down, sharply and violently. If you have good news in the stock, yeah, maybe it'll hold up. But the market goes down, everything goes down. Every trade right now is a trade on the S&P 500, in my opinion. Okay, so again, this is what you're trading right now. Every trade is a trade in the S&P 500. Continue to watch the bank stocks very closely. This is very important. Keep JP Morgan on your radar. Yesterday, the stock held up. It did not break down. Maybe it breaks today. If it breaks today, then, watch out. But the bank stocks are going to be critical. Everything that's going on right now involves a bank. Okay, this European crisis, it involves banks. The United States debt levels, it involves banks. Everything is a banking trade. So you got to watch the banks. Right now, the U.S. dollar index is plummeting, and I do mean plummeting, down even further from the last time I showed you in just a few minutes. You can see it's starting to make new lows here. So look at it sink. But it is not really helping the markets much. Okay, so the old trick of drop the dollar and the markets will go up may be out of order today, may not be working. So again, be very cautious, very careful in this environment. Okay, there are some other names moving around. I don't even think it's worth discussing. I think we just have to take this market one step at a time. Let's see what happens today. You're going to get some news out of Europe. I'm pretty sure of that before the closing hour today to try to prop these markets up. But in any case, be careful there. Okay, this market is no joke. You don't want to play around in this environment. Okay, if you have any long trades out there, make sure you have stops. And if you get stopped out, you get stopped out with a small loss. Don't fret over it in this environment. This is where you want to preserve your capital, and you don't want to get in front of a moving freight train. Okay. With that said, be cautious and try to have a good trading day. Today's a Friday. Take it slow. Again, we'll see if there's any news that tries to move these markets, but you have to be very cautious and careful right now. That's just the only way to be in this environment. Okay. With that said, everybody, have a great afternoon, have a great weekend, and I will see everybody on the charts on Monday. Take care now.